forget about Crawford. We had a very good example when the guy from England, Kell Brook, fought Triple G. He looked fantastic. He came in the ring and he looked fantastic, but he was too small for Triple G. He dominated him. So fighting a champion who's 2 weight classes above him, I think that would be suicide. It would be crazy. Those are the words of Egis Klimas, who is the manager of Vasyl Lomachenko. And he was talking there about the potential of his fighter Lomachenko facing off against the 140-pound kingpin Terence Crawford. He is dismissing the idea. He says that his guy Lomachenko is too small and a fight against Crawford would basically be a bridge too far. Now, Crawford has pretty much backed up what Klimas has said. And he said, look, Lomachenko, I'm paraphrasing here, but he's basically said, look, Lomachenko's too small. He's a great talent, but he's only just got to, what is he at, 130 pounds, 135, 130 pounds, I think he is. Is he, Lomachenko, not even 135? And he's only just got to that weight. He's not even thinking about moving up yet. Whereas Terence Crawford has been at 140 for a while, and he's looking to move up to 147 pretty soon. So they're in very different places in their careers. And that fight just looks very unlikely at this stage. Now, to some people, I don't want to say most people, but to some people, they might be disappointed to hear Lomachenko's manager say these things because they had very high and lofty aspirations for Lomachenko. A lot of people talking about him maybe emulating Manny Pacquiao and moving way up through the weights. And remember, Manny Pacquiao was a guy who was much smaller than Lomachenko when he turned professional. He did turn professional a lot younger than Lomachenko, that has to be said, but still, by Lomachenko's age, what was Pacquiao? A lightweight or something? By Lomachenko's age, maybe lighter than lightweight. Maybe he was around Lomachenko's weight like he is now, super featherweight. So, you know, it's some people may be disappointed in that, disappointed by that. They'd want to see Lomachenko move up through the weights and do what Pacquiao did. But I guess there's only one Manny Pacquiao. Not everybody can do those kind of things. Lomachenko, a very skilled fighter, more skilled than Pacquiao, I would say. But pound for pound, I would say Pacquiao is a much harder puncher than Lomachenko. So you have to bear that in mind. In terms of height, they're probably around the same, Lomachenko and Pacquiao. Kind of the same height, same type of dimensions. But Pacquiao being a more powerful guy. And power does matter. You know, Pacquiao very fast too, just like Lomachenko. But moving up through the weights, you're going to really need the power to hurt the bigger guys, to keep them honest and keep them off you. Pacquiao had that. Does Lomachenko really have that? I doubt it. So I can understand what his manager, Klimas, is saying. That fighting a Terence Crawford would be too much. Crawford would have a massive reach advantage, you know, 2 or 3 inches in height, physical strength advantage, power advantage. And Crawford is very skillful himself. He can switch from southpaw to orthodox. And all that kind of movement that Lomachenko does, moving around the side of his opponents, that could be negated by Crawford keeping Lomachenko at the end of his very long reach. He wouldn't be able to step round Crawford if Crawford's keeping at the end of these really long arms and throwing power shots in there and basically being the ring general. So, yeah, I understand what Klimas is saying. Everybody has their limitations. And I do think it is unreasonable to expect Vasyl Lomachenko to be taking on somebody like a Terence Crawford. The guy's not even in his weight division. He's like 2 divisions above. So I know people are excited about Lomachenko, but, you know, let's be realistic. Let's take it one step at a time. And before we start talking about Terence Crawford fights, you know, let's see what he can do in the division he's in. Let's see what he does division by division before we get carried away. All right. So drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about what Klimas has said here. Are you disappointed? Or do you, like me, feel it's perfectly reasonable and understandable? Or maybe you're someone who says, you know what? I understand where Klimas is coming from, but actually, I think Vasyl Lomachenko can go up through the weights. Just because his manager says one thing, it don't mean that Lomachenko feels the same way. And eventually he will go up as high as 140 and he'll beat guys up there, the top guys. Maybe not Crawford, he would have probably moved up to 147 or higher by then, but he'll beat guys up there. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's happening, I'm out.